Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and I especially welcome you back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are going to be diving into a powerful technique for managing risk in Forex, and that is the no loss Forex hedging strategy. Now, in as much as the name says no loss Forex hedging strategy, there is no strategy that guarantees 100% profit. Okay, uh, the strategy, this no loss forex hedging strategy, is such that aims to minimize losses, but it cannot guarantee no loss completely. All right. Now, if you've ever felt uncertain about market movements or wanted a way to protect your trades from unexpected volatility, then this video is for you. Alright, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to implement a no-loss hedging strategy effectively and keep your trades safe from market fluctuations. Before we dive in, if you are new here or enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more actionable trading strategies. Okay, so let us get started. We're going to be starting with the basics. So what exactly is Forex hedging? At its core, hedging is a risk management technique that allows you to offset potential losses in one trade by opening another in the opposite direction. So for example, if we had entered a buy trade, let's say around here, okay, I'm just going to give this a color code, right? Let's say we um, let's say we enter the sell, the buy, sorry, edit, just put it to blue. So say we enter the buy around there, and then because we want to hedge our trade, we can actually enter a sell just very close to the buy, right? So in that case, we are trying to offset potential losses. Okay, think of it as an insurance policy for your positions. When done correctly, hedging helps minimize risks and protect your account from drastic losses during unpredictable market conditions. Now, the idea of a no-loss forex hedging strategy takes this one step further, right? By carefully timing your entries and exits and using proper risk management, you can maintain a balance that protects your capital while staying in the market. So how do you actually implement this strategy? Let me break it down step by step. Okay. Now, the first thing is to open your initial trade. All right. Let's say that this is a bullish trend. All right. And we want to open a trade in the direction of the trend. You have to start by identifying a strong trend or market setup that aligns with your analysis. Okay. Then you open your first trade, ensuring that you stick to proper risk management rules. For example, having identified a buy trend, you can open a buy trade around here, right? Just at that swing low. Okay. Entering a buy trade around this swing low will be a good place to enter. And then we can actually decide to set our stop loss below the previous swing low, and our take profit can be at the resistance zone. All right. So if you do it that way, right, you have to ensure that you actually have a good risk to reward ratio. All right. You have to ensure that you have a good risk to reward ratio when you are entering your trade. So in this case, we can see that we are risking about 1300 points to make about 4,000 points. So that's about 130 pips to make about 400 pips. So that's actually a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 3. Okay, so ensure that you do not risk more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade. All right, so next you have to monitor the market. If the market moves against your initial position, this is where hedging comes into play. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you are just going to enter the buy and the sell immediately. All right, it's not immediately. It is when the market moves against you. So for example, if we have a break of structure, we can actually enter a sell close to the buy but below the breakout point. All right, ensure that you enter the sell at a reasonable place. Okay, ensure that you enter the sell at a reasonable place. Okay, below the breakout point. Then the size of this trade should be equal to or slightly smaller than your first trade, depending on your risk tolerance. Then you adjust as needed. Once the market stabilizes or begins to move back in your favor, in favor of your initial trade, okay, you can decide to close the hedge trade while letting your original position to run. Okay, so basically that is what the strategy aims to do. Alternatively, if the hedge trade starts to perform better, you can close the original trade in loss. But so long as the hedge trade is now performing very well, you might likely recover the loss incurred from the initial trade. So you get the idea of this strategy. Okay, so that is like the idea of this strategy. The strategy does not employ stop losses. The strategy does not employ stop losses. Okay, when a trade is going against you, just open an opposing trade, an opposite trade. When the trade is going against you, when the market is going against you, open an opposing trade to the initial trade you entered. Okay. However, you can make use of take profits, right? You can make use of take profits. Then in some cases, you can actually decide to use stop loss. Perhaps if maybe you are targeting a particular structure. Let's say we had a break of structure here, and let's say in your strategy you make use of buy stops and sell stops. So let's say you entered a sell stop pending limit around here, pending order, and at that sell stop, perhaps you are anticipating a continuation of the breakout if we are going to have price break below that support. So in that case, perhaps you can consider setting a stop loss for your buy trade. Let's say you are already in a buy trade because you are expectant of a continuation of the sell. So in some cases, you can actually use stop, but in most cases, you might not need a stop loss, okay, because you are literally hedging, all right, but you make use of take profits, all right, and then you can use technical indicators to guide your decisions as well. Indicators like moving averages, RSI, support and resistance levels can help you identify key areas for managing your hedges effectively. Now, timing is critical when using a no-loss hedging strategy. Here are some scenarios where hedging can be particularly useful. One is high-impact news events. Major economic releases or geopolitical events can lead to unpredictable market movements. All right, and hedging helps protect your trades during these volatile periods. Okay, now if you are unsure about the market direction but want to stay active, hedging allows you to mitigate risk while still participating in potential opportunities. All right, and if the market is testing a key level, for example, key support or resistance levels, and you anticipate a potential breakout or reversal, hedging can keep you protected as the situation unfolds. All right. Remember, the goal is to reduce risk, not to complicate your trading or overcomplicate your trading. Always keep your strategy simple and effective. Okay. Now let's talk about some important considerations and common mistakes to avoid when implementing a no-loss hedging strategy. First is over-leveraging. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is using too much leverage. Keep your trade sizes small and manageable to avoid unnecessary risk. Alright, a hedging strategy is only as effective as the analysis behind it. Hence, ignoring market analysis is another mistake. Make sure that you understand the market context and have a solid reason for entering each position. For example, if we are going to enter a buy trade, we want to trade in the direction of the trend, right? So one of the conditions must be that you have a bullish trend for you to enter a buy trade. If you have a bearish trend, then the condition, if you want to enter a sell trade, then the condition could be you have a clear sell trend, bearish trend for you to enter a sell trade. All right, and you ensure that you've got a pullback first before entering the sell, or you've got a pullback first before entering a buy. So those are simple conditions that you can set. All right, you must have your principles. And then next, holding trades too long is also a mistake, a common mistake. Hedging is not meant to be a long-term solution. Once the market stabilizes or your analysis changes, close one or both trades to avoid unnecessary costs like swap fees. All right. Now, by avoiding these pitfalls, you maximize the effectiveness of your hedging strategy and protect your account from avoidable losses. To wrap things up, the no-loss Forex hedging strategy is a valuable strategy for managing risk and protecting your capital in certain market conditions. It's not a magic solution, all right? But when used correctly, it can help you stay in control and reduce the impact of unexpected market movements. The key is to practice this technique on a demo account first, get comfortable with the process, refine your timing, and understand how to manage both trades effectively before applying it in a live market. So that is it for this video. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more trading strategies and insights. And don't forget to comment below. Have you tried a hedging strategy before, or do you have any questions about it? Let me know and I'll be sure to cover it in a future video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy trading.